it was a question of, do I do it, or do I try and start cycling some people, or do I not? And I was on the verge of saying that this is a huge task, and maybe it's going to take up my time next year. I won't be able to go out and get drunk anymore, and it hasn't stopped me. So, but seriously, at the last minute I thought, look, just bloody do it. For Christ's sake, why not? I mean, it's the same as what everybody else has said. At the last minute I thought, well, if I don't do it, and I spend the year getting drunk and not doing anything, then what am I going to have to show for my time at university? So I did do it, and quite quickly people got on board, and quite quickly it grew. So I think the few things I would say is, you've got a huge opportunity. We've got an amazing team lined up now, and next year is where we can go from here to there. I mean, we're probably one of the fastest, we are the fastest growing cycle team in the UK. And if you compare us to any other team, so there's 30 other teams, none of them are anything, are nowhere near as entrepreneurial as us. The only one which compares is Sheffield, who came runners-up, and all they had was a ticket selling thing. Well, we did that in one day, and we made £1,000. We made a couple of £100. They did it for a year, and they made £1,000. Well, that doesn't compare to the businesses we've got. I mean, if you look at SIFE, we've got 5 businesses. We've got 2 international projects. We've got about 5 partners, and it's growing fast. We've got support from the top of the university, the Vice-Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor behind us. So for you guys to have this opportunity just there, I mean, I don't think it's even an option. For those of you who went to that sales thing, I'm not going to close it. That's the close. What's the option? So for me, what have I learned from SIFE? Well, a huge amount. I'm not going to go through everything because I'll be here for ages and put you to sleep. So I'll say that one of the main things is networking. My network list from last year I was involved with Fish on Toast, and I went to a few networking events, and what I found when I went to these events is that there were loads of impressive people, but I didn't think I was one of those impressive people because I didn't have anything to talk about. I'll talk to a business owner and he says, so what do you do? And I'll be like, we manage it with entrepreneurship, so that's all entrepreneurial, right? And it didn't get you anywhere. But this year I've gone to several networking events, and they said, what do you do? And I said, well, we've started up a social enterprise in Southampton, which has 5 businesses, 2 international projects, and so many partners. And suddenly it's the other way around. They're going, bloody hell, really? And I went to this social enterprise conference, and I was going around seeing some of these social enterprises and thinking, hang on a second, we could teach you a lesson or 2 here, really could. So it's something to talk about at networking events. And from that, as James said, you get your name out there. And I think that's what I've really found with these networking events. Within the university, you get your name out there and you get to talk to these vice-chancellors, but also outside of the university, there are a whole range of businesses who are interested in enterprising students. So it's getting your name out there. And of course, it's just the amount you learn as well. I mean, you actually learn how to project manage, which I can tell you don't do on my course called project management. You don't know how to project manage do this. So that's my little bit. So now we're going to have one-to-one meetings. This is just to have a bit of a chat, because I feel we've had informal chats, but we haven't properly sat down and had a bit of a chat. We've chatted in the pub maybe, but it's a chance